Countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! But this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOoooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
I advise you to read this deck from left to right like a book. It'll begin by making perfect sense, and then, when you see the double-barreled, single-chambered Infernity, it all goes downhill. Would it surprise you to know that this card, Infernity Randomizer, was for a short time the focus of a deck that many duelists thought would be meta-viable? At YCS Anaheim in April of 2011, a contingent of Southern Californian duelists, including pro Ed Acception, brought Infernity Randomizer Control to an event. This was in the middle of a format dominated by, I don't know, 6 Samurai, Gravekeeper, Dragoonity, and X-Saber, and for some reason people thought they would have the time to resolve this card a ton. Now, Infernity Randomizer is a very interesting card, and I'm glad we do get to show it off in the history of Jank, because it does something that almost no other card does. It generates you value every turn. This card, once per turn, while you have no cards in your hand, allows you to draw an additional card. If it's a monster card, you get to burn your opponent for a little bit of damage. If it's a spell or a trap, you burn yourself just a tad, but it doesn't really matter because the value of the additional card is really, really powerful. Drawing 2 cards a turn is what any control deck would want. I mean, just look how powerful Spellbook was with that effect specifically in their field spell. But Randomizer is no grand Spellbook tower. For one, it only works if you have no cards in your hand. So if you've got multiple randomizers, you've got to be able to set or summon every card you draw if you want to continue to activate their effects. Secondly, it puts absolutely no pressure on the opponent. It's got 900 attack. Even if you clear your opponent's entire field every turn, you're going to have to get in with something, and that's where the remainder of the Infernity archetype comes in. Just like other successful Infernity decks around this period, we're playing Lawn Chair, Archfiend, the Necromancer, and unfortunately the Avenger as well. Finally, Infernity Randomizer has one huge weakness. If your opponent refuses to commit to plays, knowing that you won't be able to kill them in one singular turn unless you draw extremely well, your back row can get very clogged. If that happens, they can just pass until they find a blowout spell or trap that will brick enough of your back row that they can push through and make a game-winning play. In practice, this deck almost completely cratered. Mostly, it was good against impatient duelists who refused to edit a single portion of their game plan with respect to their opponent's strategy. But realistically, if you were facing a duelist that bad, you were probably winning anyway. So with that, let's get into the card by card. We've got 2 copies of Infernity Archfiend, 1 Avenger, and 1 Necromancer, the least amount of normal Infernities we can probably play. We're on 3 copies of Infernity Randomizer. This is different than the rest of the Infernities in a couple of very notable ways. Of course, it does care about having cards in hand, but additionally, it is a warrior, not a fiend, which comes up quite frequently. We've got 1 copy of Mystic Tomato, which can get into either your Infernity Randomizer or your Necromancer in some weird situations. And we've got 1 Snipe Hunter. This card really unlocks the strategy, but unfortunately, you've only got the 1 of it. You can discard cards from your hand that you draw off Infernity Randomizer, and because this isn't a once per turn, you could like normal Randomizer, Snipe Hunter, Randomizer again if you have an additional copy already on field, Snipe again, and then do some tricks to get them off and then back onto the field, something like a Lawn Chair, to get enough Snipe Hunter procs to clear your opponent's board. That's a bit of a pipe dream, admittedly. We've got 1 copy of Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Infernity Launcher, 1 Monster Reborn, double Mystical Space Typhoon, 3 Offerings to the Doomed. Because this deck draws so many cards, you get to make use of some really powerful spell and trap cards that brick your own draw phases. Things like Offerings to the Doomed and Reckless Greed are fantastic because they ensure you won't get clogged and instead will be able to Infernity Randomizer ad infinitum. We've got 3 Pot of Duality, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, double Bottomless Trap Hole, double Compulsory Evacuation Device, double Dimensional Prison, 3 Infernity Barrier, 1 Mirror Force, double Reckless Greed, double Unreliable Reinforced Truth, A Solemn Judgment, 2 Solemn Warning, and 2 Transmigration Prophecy. Now, you'll note that with the exception of the Compulsory Evacuation Device, none of these cards can just be straight up activated at any time. I guess technically the Reinforced Truth could, if you still have randomizers in deck, and the Reckless Greeds can, but they turn off your randomizers, which means that almost none of the back row is chainable. If your opponent plays around your conditional trap cards, they can lock you, which sucks. In the extra, we've got a copy of Cataster, a Black Rose Dragon, a Bryonic, a Chaos King Archfiend, a Dark End Dragon, a Flamvel, a Formula Synchron, Double 100-Eyes Dragon, an Infernity Doom Dragon, a Mistworm, a Scrap Dragon, a Stardust, a Trish, and a number 39 Utopian. Now, truthfully, we had to guess about the extra deck because the original one wasn't published as part of the profile, but I think we've come up with a pretty good approximation of cards that we are admittedly never going to summon. So let's see if this goofy gun can net us a win.
You know what I love the most about the history of Jank? Jank is such a subjective term, right? I mean, you have playable Jank, which is what Joseph and I are going to be playing today. Both of these decks were played by competent players and actually did see play at the YCS level. And then you have just the bottom of the barrel bullshit that should not see the light of existence and should be shot behind the barn. And that's usually what we play. But today we decided to switch things up to play two decks that probably have no right to be seeing any play anyway. But I'm very happy to be playing this one because this is paying homage to one of the granddaddies of Yu-Gi-Tube, Mr. Dub K Dad himself. So this is Karakuri Machina Plants. You can guess it was not too difficult for Joseph to convince me to play another Karakuri deck. So what are we trying to do here? Well, we have the typical Karakuri shenanigans, but when a format with Karakuri is trying to play as many Karakuri cards as possible, or you're trying to mix it with other engines like E-Telly and the like to combo off as much as you can, why would you do that when you can mix it with other good stuff machines like Machina Fortress and Gearframe and throw in the Plant engine for a bit of additional synchro capability as well? So this is KMP, and in all fairness, this actually looks like something that could probably top around this time. It actually might have. Honestly, it was really difficult to find any sort of documentation on this deck because the only source we had was a written article in the Konami blog coverage, and they were so nice enough to not only provide us the main deck, but that's it. They did not provide us a side deck, and they did not provide us an extra deck. I had to read through the entire article just to figure out what cards were in the extra deck, and the rest I filled with stuff that may or may not come up. So this isn't accurate, take that for what it's worth, but I'm sort of excited to see how this works because as you all know, as we've been playing through History of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Jank, I've actually developed a fond love for Karakuri, so I'm curious to be able to play this one to see how it plays out. So to kick things off, we have some of our plants. We have Dandelion and Glow Up Bulb. We have two Valor. Valor's nice because it's also a tuner. Gores is in here as well because it's a powerhouse during the format. Then we have the Karakuris. We have the Kuiks, we have the Nisamus, we have the Nisipachis, we have the Saizons, and then we get to more plants such as Lone Fire and Spore. And then we get to the machines, Machina Fortress, Gearframe, as well as Quillbolt Hedgehog. These are some of the innovations of the deck that actually give the deck a much higher grind game compared to some of the other combo decks because remember, at its core, Karakuri was sort of like a combo control oriented deck. And so when you play these big finishers that can just actually be a nice follow-up in case your plays get interrupted, like Machina Fortress, Gearframe, which can search the fortress, and then Quillbolt Hedgehog, which is fascinating because this gives you an additional extender as well. There's a lot of neat things that you can do with these cards in the deck. For instance, you can pitch cards to the graveyard like the plants for Machina Fortress, which then give you follow-up plays in case the fortress gets outed, so that way you can start going into your synchro plays a lot more easily without taking advantage of cards like Emergency Teleport, which is, again, just a deck building decision for what it's worth. But I think there's some sound logic here because you have a lot of synergies within the deck because you can also use the machines for non-tuner requirements for stuff like Burde and Burdedo. Then for the spells, we have Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, Giant Trunade, Limiter Removal, Monster Reborn, Double MST, 1-for-1 Pot of Avarice, and 1 Pot of Duality. And then for the traps, Mirror Force, Royal Oppression, Judgment, Double Warning, and Double Trap Stun. I love Trap Stun in this deck because you don't really need your traps, and if you want to just make one big push and ensure that everything's going to go through, that's why you can take advantage of this card. The side deck, there should be one, but I don't know where it is because I looked all over the internet and couldn't find it. And the extra deck, most of this is accurate. I would say there's 3-4 cards in here that probably aren't correct, but I did my best to fill in the gaps. So we have Allied Justice, Catastor, Black Rose Dragon, Formula Synchron, Double Beret, Triple Beredo, Inaturia, Barkion, Beast, and Landois, Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Hyper Librarian, as well as Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So I think this is competent enough to deal with Infernity, which Joseph seems to have developed a fondness for as well, but we'll have to see. I feel like there could be an issue where if you don't draw both halves of the deck, then the deck might sort of fall apart, but we'll have to see. I mean, anything's possible. It is History of Jank. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Well, Joseph, at least we have playable decks for this week's round of History of Jank. I'm playing a janky version of Karakuri. You're playing a janky version of Infernity. So this one should be, you know, at least decent, right?
Man, I love History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes we show up with, like, Slifer Ninja Turbo, and sometimes we show up with decks that were almost playable, but just under the necessary power level to compete. Really a moose-boosh of ridiculous stuff that we can jam. I'm happy we're playing something competent for once.
Don't tempt the audience with Slifer Ninja, because that's what's going to be forced for us to be played next week, if the comments would like. But in any case, I think the jankiest part about us playing these decks is that, guess what? We couldn't find side decks, nor could we find extra decks for either of the decks that we're playing, even though both decks had featured written articles on the Konami blog. Isn't that great?
Yeah, we
Isn't
found
that
these from
fantastic journalism?
We found it from old coverage of it's Ediception and Dubk Dad, right? Are the two that are featured? And for some reason, these two immensely popular and storied players, they never sat down and were like, oh, wait, are you playing any cards in the extra? So we had to kind of guess a little bit.
Yeah, and hopefully we did our best, but obviously we'll get scrutinized for in the comments. Like always, let's go ahead and shout the patron. It's King Organizer G1. Thank you for the support, buddy. You got the hand up?
Yes.
I'm feeling even.
It's even. I picked 4.
Woo!
I don't know why I picked 4. It has something to do with rank 4s.
That's what actually rolled on the die, as a matter of fact. So it must have known that's what you were holding up. All right, I get to go first. So we can just go to game 2 then, right?
No. I'm confident your deck is not good enough to do that.
Oh, I get to draw for turn, don't I? Ooh, okay. Let me go ahead and think here if my deck is competent enough to do that. Best of luck, buddy.
You too.
So main phase 1, I'm going to start by opening with a special summoning of Machina Fortress, pitching itself and a copy of Nishipachi. Then we're going to fire off Foolish Burial.
Gotcha.
We're going to dump Glow Up Bulb.
Yep, that is 8. That's 8 stars.
That is 8. Let's declare the bulb. Let's go ahead and mill the top card and see what we're going to get here. After we special out the bulb. Okay, that doesn't really matter all that much.
Held my breath just a little bit.
We do get to sync these up for a copy of Burrito.
Yep.
So we'll trigger Burrito. We're going to grab ourselves a copy of Saizon. Then we're going to normal summon Nisamu, because we've not normal summoned yet. And guess what? We get to make 8 again. Isn't that great?
Why do I keep giving
So let's make another Burrito.
I really should not.
We're going to go ahead and bring out the Strategist.
Yeah.
Declare the effect of the Strategist to switch it to defense and declare both Burritos and draw 2.
Yeah, go off, King.
Yeah, it seems fine, right? And then we're going to Avarice.
Mm-hmm. You've got 5 in here. Oh, good.
I do have exactly 5.
That's excellent. I'm really happy to hear that.
This is going well. This is going well. All right. I don't even know if this is correct, but we'll see. So we'll shuffle up, draw 2, see if I can extend any further. I don't think so. I think you have lucked out, and there is not much else I can do.
Staring down 228. You've lucked
cards.
out. Yeah, you've lucked out.
Yeah, I could have ended on Naturia Beast too, buddy. You should be happy that it's not worse.
I am happy because I do need this pot of duality to resolve.
That will resolve. I have no response.
I was kind of hoping for something just a little bit better there.
I was going to say, that is not ideal.
We are going to grab Reckless Greed.
Okay.
We're going to MST targeting this one.
You fool. It is my MST.
You know what they say. Good luck. That's what they say. Good luck.
All right. Anything in standby?
Yeah, I'm going to Reckless Greed.
That is fine.
Just trying to get a Veiler here. Okay.
I wish you had double Reckless. That's pretty good. All right. Proceed to main 1, fine.
All good.
I will move Nishipachi
Yeah, dog,
to
just
attack.
fucking pot of greed again. Who cares? Yeah.
It's great, right? It's totally fair. All right, this is going well. This is going well. Okay, you still have 3 back row, though, which does concern me. I do have to deal with that. I'm going to normal Dandelion.
That's as bad as it gets. Yeah.
We're going to sync for Barkion.
All right, I have to Solemn Warning this.
Okay, that makes sense. So you'll take 2K. It's perfectly fine.
And
then,
unfortunately, Dandelion still triggers. It's not one of those cards that says, like, if it's used for a Synchro Summon, that would be kind of nice.
Yeah, it would be, but we do still get the tokens. I don't know if I'm doing much with the tokens, but it's at least a nice consolation prize for having them. That was my normal 56, so I'm 400 shy of lethal. I'll try it. I'll pitch Saizon for another Fortress.
I'm gonna bottomless here.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, I mean, we're not dead.
You're not dead. You survived the onslaught. We'll try for 56.
I'll deep prison one of them.
So all of your back row did save you.
Okay, we're chilling, we're chilling.
We're chilling. You don't get any draws because you double reckless. So these
I don't
4
need the
cards
draws,
better be
but-
the best 4 cards you've ever drawn.
All right, Rhoda.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's only one target in the deck, dog.
How is this a warrior? Are you fucking with me?
Okay, so can we real quick talk about Infernity Randomizer?
Sure, go ahead and talk about Infernity Randomizer.
This card's sick. There are a lot of cards that do something similar that are good in like Magic the Gathering, so I see why people actually want it. His design is fantastic. It's the front part of the pistol twice. It's just 2 barrels, no trigger. It can once per turn while you have no cards in hand, draw a card and reveal it. And if it's a monster card, you deal damage to your opponent. Real cool news, because it deals damage to your opponent, it causes the when you can trigger of Infernity Archfiend to miss timing. So, you know, why don't we just give this archetype, like, a cool card that gets to its plays, and you know what, actually? It doesn't actually accomplish anything. We will activate the effect.
I have no response.
Oh, that's great news. Well, we'll take 500 here, unfortunately, because it is a trap dust shoot.
Okay, when I have 2 cards in hand.
All right, I will set 1 card. I don't know, I'll go to battle. Wow.
Sure.
That's my turn. That's the whole turn.
Okay.
You want to put another card in your hand real quick? I'd really appreciate that.
I would prefer not to. And the problem is I have Barreto, so I'm very tempted. Got to figure out how I want to do this. Don't think I have... No, of course I don't have that because we don't have what probably should be the correct extra decks here. Okay, we're just going to run out Machina Gear Frame and declare the effect.
All right, I will Infernity Barrier here. Yeah, that's right, asshole. You didn't think I was playing good cards in this.
I don't know if it's that or if I just don't care that you have Barrier.
We're almost there. We just got to get rid of Barreto.
Battle.
Yeah.
Can you get rid of Barreto?
I cannot. Hey, what? 19 here?
19.
It's
Yep.
okay. It's cool. The only life point that matters is the last one.
All right, buddy.
All right.
There's been many a times you have drawn cards, but this will not be one of them because you are on turn 2 of Reckless Greed.
All right, we're going to reinforce truth.
This is a level 2 or lower warrior. I will Solemn Warning.
No, you son of a bitch. All right, well, in that case, I'm fucking dead. I can't believe I almost got there. I was so close. Oh, Alex, I was so close.
If it makes you feel any better, you were not close. I had judgment in the back
I
row,
was
too.
very close. I was super
No, you
close.
were not.
You were
not.
so, you were fucked. It was
Snowball's
almost
chance
over.
in hell.
All
Never
right,
happened. All right.
duality.
Sure.
Ba ba ba. Ooh, oh!
Okay, those are some good cards.
All right, we'll just shortcut here. I'm gonna get the Rhoda.
Yep.
All right, asshole. Get ready for this. It's randomizer time, baby. And
All
you know
right,
what?
let's
You know
do
what's
it.
coming next. Here we go. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5. We did it.
It is barrier, and I need the fucking back row. Of course, none of it is a normal spell. So back to you.
Excellent. Anything can stand by.
No.
Okay, main phase 1. I will normal summon. I mean, do I care? How close am I to dead here?
Yeah, I'm gonna OTK you on the crackback,
I'm staring
buddy.
down randomizer. Like, am I really that scared? Not really, actually. I'm gonna set 3.
No, come on.
I'll set 4, actually. Go ahead. You
Okay,
have dust
even
shoot.
better. All right, stand by main battle.
That's fine. Yeah.
Well, shit. This is not good.
Nice randomizer with a spell and trap in hand. All right, we'll go main 1. Let's go gear frame effect.
I'll barrier here.
That is fine.
You know what's actually really funny is that you have to have no cards in hand to activate.
Oh,
barrier.
actually, that's very funny that you mentioned that. Okay, so then is this effect going to go through?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yep.
We'll get Fortress. I'll just... Okay, you have what, like fucking D-Prison, I guess? I'll try to clear.
I'm gonna book here.
Book my gear frame? Wow, that's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, okay, sure. Go ahead.
I'm gonna find another monster. Oh my... Ask and ye shall receive, baby. It's time for a second randomizer.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Combat. Wow.
I'm glad that these cards have synergy together. Sure.
I'm gonna compulse one of them.
That's fine.
Wow, that is really rough. That sucks. Second main, let's go 1, 2, and then back to you.
Sure. Standby.
All good. No, all good, my guy.
Okay, I'm making sure. You would have flipped dust shoot like immediately if you had it. So main one. Gear frame does not trigger on flip summon. That would be kind of sick if it did. I'm in a flip trap stun.
Uh-oh.
That fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
I will reflip the gear frame. I will summon glow up bulb.
Yep.
I will sync for Naturia Beast.
I see.
22.
Yes.
Second main, I've got another back row. Go ahead.
Stand by me.
Sure.
Offerings, targeting beast.
Offerings. Okay, I'll chain beast.
Sure. Let's go randomizer. Set 1. Randomizer effect.
That is fine.
It is a spell trap.
Mirror force.
Let's go transmigration prophecy. I'm going to target Gub and randomizer.
Wants to set the mirror force. That's fine. So bulb will go back to my deck. Randomizer go back to yours.
Back to you.
Space the mirror force.
We'll barrier.
That's right. You have no cards in hand now. Okay. Well, at least I got you to burn a barrier, I guess. We'll attempt to draw here.
I mean, nothing I could do about that.
Let's go trap stun.
Can you fucking stop it? Can you cut it out? Barrier.
We'll go battle.
I'll mirror force here.
Okay. I'll chain book.
Sure.
And that's it.
I'm gonna reinforce truth.
Oh, shit. Yep. That's pretty good.
It's all right. It's not crazy. All right, draw.
It's where you can make the Lyralisk exceed and then Zeus me.
Randomizer 1.
Sure.
Ooh, I'll take 5. It's an MST.
Okay.
Randomizer 2. I'll take 5.
Sure,
it's a
you
barrier.
need to have no cards in hand to use that effect. Are you going to
fine.
set
I'll
the
activate
MST?
the MST.
Okay, it is limiter removal. Congratulations.
God, why are you playing this? Okay, what the fuck am I doing
What
here?
was this?
It's a barrier.
Barrier. The third barrier.
Yeah, we'll go reckless here.
That is fine.
Oh, thank God. Oh, good Lord. What's the defense on this guy?
17.
Awesome. Fucking Archfiend
Oh,
time,
God.
baby.
I was like, don't draw the Archfiend of all
He
things.
doesn't. He literally doesn't do anything. Woo!
Take 9. Take 9. I'm going to bring out Gores.
Yeah,
Or you can barrier
Gores! Oh, my God. That's fine, yeah. All right, back to you.
Fucking 900 attack token. I'll draw. That's kind of fun. Does not. Damn. So I know you have
I have
barrier, which you can't activate. There's still one other card you have. Mirror Force is gone though, so I'm kind of feeling okay about that. I'm gonna go Fortress Pitch Quillbolt.
Jeez, Louise. Yep.
Let's go battle. I'm gonna go. I don't know if the order really matters here. I'm gonna go token into randomizer.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go Fortress into randomizer.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take
Okay, so you'll take 16, and then Gores into Archfiend.
I really hope you didn't have another guy who contested stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're already under Reckless anyway, so this works out for you. Sure. Go ahead. Turn 1 on Reckless.
Normal Snipe Hunter.
Got the extra deck. I wish I had that limiter now. Main one.
Yep.
Okay, so the last card's the third barrier. You're still under one more turn of Reckless, correct?
That's correct.
Problem is I have to clear fucking Utopia. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice. Normal Spore.
Jeez. Yeah.
Resurrect Quillbolt, because I control a tuner.
Yep.
Sync for... Oh, you're just dead. I didn't even realize your life was 27.
I see. Well, it was a close one. It was a close one for sure.
It was close. We can do the game 3. We can
Yeah.
do the game 3.
Let's do the game 3. How am I supposed to win? I've got the concept down. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I summoned Randomizer and then I draw a bunch of cards. How do I win the game? I'm still a little foggy on how that works.
I mean, you did have triple barrier for what it's worth, so I mean, you had that going for you. But,
yeah, for all the good it did me.
You had no shortage of cards with this deck, I will admit.
Mm-hmm. Just a shortage of life points.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, best of luck, buddy. Maybe if you can at least take one game off of me, this will look better. You've had duality all 3 games. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, Mirror Force gets a lot worse when you know it's coming. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And
Randomizer.
I'm gonna normal Archfiend.
So your back row could have literally
anything. Literally anything.
All right, standby.
Yep. All
Okay,
good.
good. Main one.
Yep.
I will start by firing my own Pot of Duality.
That's fine.
They're pretty good.
Trap
Take
stun.
the Trap Stun.
Why is this deck on Trap Stun?
So we're playing combo, buddy. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's put this back here. Shuffle up. And then I'm not in any immediate danger, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and throw T.
Randomizer one time. Just one time randomizer. Come on. I'm going to MST targeting this card.
It is, I guess I'll chain book to Archfiend, because I can.
Okay. Anything here?
Nope.
Whee!
Whee!
All right, duality.
Sure.
Can I please just get...
That Mirror Force just really wants you to add it to its
have to get the
hand.
goddamn Infernity Barrier. Don't immediately lose to Trap Stun. I can't even go to combat. If you fucking Mirror Force me, I'm done.
All right, we'll draw.
Yep.
Stand by.
Oh, good.
We'll try it.
Yeah.
Not really feeling too safe because you barriered the arch or the trap stun. So I'm just gonna pass here.
You fucking fool. You moronic imbecile. MST.
Trap stun again.
That's fine with me. Oh, you know what would actually suck is if I attacked here and you Gorst. That would be really bad for me. And it happened last game. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, sure. I'll draw. I will T set and pass.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead.
Stand by main. The game's over. I summoned Infernity Randomizer.
All right, let's see it, buddy.
All right, come on. I'll take 5.
Okay, what is it?
It's Mirror Force.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's try it.
It is Spore.
Get in there, my gun.
Yeah, I'll take 9.
All right, second main. Go ahead.
Mirror Force in the back. Main 1. All right, well, I'm starting to see the parts of this deck when they don't come together. I'm just going to pass.
I see you have figured out my strategy has a critical flaw in it, which is I now just have to keep hoping that this is enough.
27. That's fine.
Oh, good. I've got you on the 3-turn clock. Back to you.
I still don't think this actually does anything. Can I live another turn? Let me think. Probably. Yeah, I'll
be
run the
honest
risk.
with you. Yes, you can. Yes, it is not going to be difficult.
Sure, 27.
Go ahead.
Fuck! That's not what I wanted. Shit. Okay, now I actually have to do something, but I don't even know if I can. Okay, I'm going to try for True Nade.
Yeah, no response to this.
Oh, okay. The problem is, I don't think it does me any good.
How could that possibly be true?
If you saw my hand, it would make sense. I'm going to Foolish Burial.
Yeah.
All right, I think the send off of this is Bulb. We're going to go Lone Fire.
Seems pretty good. This is plant jump scare. I did not know there was this many plants in here.
So Lone Fire, we're going to, as much as I would like to get the second Lone Fire, I think I need to grab the Dandy. I'm going to Fire Spore, banishing the Lone Fire.
Sure, fuck it. Yeah, go for it.
Spore is 4.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Sync.
Yep.
This is for 7.
Still with you.
I do not have another 7 I can make, so I think I have to make Black Rose.
I am no longer with you.
I'm not going to fire the effect.
Don't like hearing that.
I'm just going to make the tokens from Dandy. Let's go Bulb effect. We're going to mill 1. We're going to sync Bulb and a token. I'm going to go for Formula.
That's fine.
Formula effect, and that did not get me to where I wanted. Boy, does that fucking suck. Okay, I'm just gonna go to battle. I'm just gonna clear... I don't even think you physically can randomizer, so I'm just gonna clear the fucking Archfiend.
Come on, man.
Second main, I've got 2 back row, and that is it.
Stand by main.
Yep.
Can't randomizer, can I? We'll see how true that is when I normal summon Snipe Hunter!
Oh, fuck.
The hunt begins, Alex. Will you be powerful enough to beat this
Hold
guy?
on!
Hold on, nothing.
I'm thinking.
We got priority back then.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh, are you gonna fucking judgment my guy?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you weenus.
My life points are already low enough that this doesn't matter. All right, so if I judgment this, what happens? I probably lose if you snipe me, actually, so yeah, I'm gonna judgment this.
Oh, come on. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I really needed him. I'm gonna offerings targeting Black Rose.
I have no response.
I'm gonna book targeting randomizer.
This is desperate. To just trigger randomizer.
We gotta draw a card here, buddy. We gotta draw a good one. Here we go. Ready? Okay, randomizer effect.
Valor.
I'm gonna attack you. Oh my God. Okay, we'll attack the token.
Fuck it, I'll mirror force this.
Sure, yeah, whatever. Back to you.
Turns off barrier, I guess. Main one. Okay, so now your fucking back row's online again. I have used all of my plant tuners.
Correct.
I'm just going to pitch Nishipachi for Fortress.
Wow, it's bottomless time.
Forgot you had that from turn 1 off the duality. Sure. I will normal lone fire. That good?
Yeah.
I don't even think I have targets for this now.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure
I do
you
not.
don't. Yes.
So I'm going to sync these and just make fucking Cataster. I don't know.
Sure.
22?
I'll prison here.
Well, that's it for me. Go ahead.
You idiot. There's only one truth in this game, and that's that my deck is superior. And I will now reinforce that truth with you right now.
Sure, that's fine.
All right, we're gonna get randomizer, and a reminder that I do not get my draw phase here because I activated offerings to the Doom. It's a very good card. Next, we will activate randomizer.
Swift, please.
Awesome. A really good one.
Okay.
That's maybe the best draw remaining in my deck. Wow.
Token gone.
All right. One gun remains. Back to you.
We'll draw. So bad. All set. Go ahead.
Shit, I can't beat that. Oh, we draw this time.
You do draw this time. Yes.
Stand by main. Woo! I'm going to normal summon Infernity Avenger.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think this does anything. Randomizer effect.
Sure.
All right.
What was the draw?
It's reinforced truth.
Okay.
I'll take 5 here. Okay, let's go Avenger Randomizer.
Formula.
For Formular Synchron. Okay. I'll set 1. Back to you.
Excellent. Excellent. Great. I'll set 1. Back to you.
Stand by main. Set 1. Randomizer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll draw. It's Dust Shoot. I'm never going to hit a monster with this.
Nope, never.
I'm going to activate Transmigration Prophecy. We're going to put back...
I imagine one of your randomizers.
Randomizer. Set 1. Infernity Launcher.
Oh, that's a good card.
Yeah, there's one good card in here. I'm going to try it.
I think I just have to oppression this or I lose.
Oh my... Alex! A single randomizer. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's okay. We got this. Reinforced Truth. Randomizer.
That goes to the grave,
Okay.
yes.
All I have to do is draw any fucking monster. Randomizer effect.
Fine. I don't have anything. Okay. Never gonna happen.
No. I'll take 5.
Take your 5.
I can't even run into this. Go ahead.
Draw. Go.
Set 1.
You just have to hit with randomizer.
Randomizer.
You just have to hit with randomizer. That's it.
Compulse your monster.
Sure.
Set 1. Randomizer.
Yep. You just have to hit a monster. That's it, buddy.
This is insane. I am losing my mind. I guess... Oh, fuck it. Let's just go to combat. Gun!
Yeah, you got it.
Oh.
There's no shot I was fucking winning that game 3. Oh, my God. All right.
This is the worst deck ever made. Holy shit. This deck is so bad.
Okay, you said it earlier. Infernity Randomizer on paper seems like a great card, right? It's this card that promises you all this free card advantage for a pretty low rate.
Owling Mine. Yes.
Yeah, essentially. And then the problem is everything it does conflicts with the archetype that the card is in.
I don't
right?
know. I don't know why this is an Infernity card. It's like, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's an Infernity card. But, like, you can't keep Barrier live while you activate the effect. You can't trigger Archfiend if you summon it. It's going to mess up your launcher. You want to play a critical mass of traps in Infernity anyway, so you can set your whole hand, and this conflicts with that. You end up with 12 traps in rotation, all of which are conditional activations, so you can't just fire them. This sucks. I get it. I get the joke. Like, if you're a control player, you're like, oh my god, I'm drowning in advantage. But this just does not do anything.
At this rate, I mean, just regular Infernity looked way better than this. I
course.
do like that we got to show off Randomizer, because I feel like this is just a unique card that we don't really get to see a lot of. Like, this is a cool build-around card that Yu-Gi-Oh! Offers, right? And
he's such a silly
like I said,
boy.
like, we just don't often get cards like that. For reasons like this, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does archetype deck building better than individual card deck building, especially as the game progressed. We saw in this game 3, where when you don't open both halves of the deck, it starts to quickly fall apart. I had all the ways to stop your back row. I had a handful of plants, and I also had the Machina Fortress as well. But I had no way to get Fortress on the field, nor did I have any other, like, follow-up machine card to use in addition to that. So it was rough. I'm sure I probably missed something, but one of the problems was that the Karakuris specifically need to have machine non-tuners, so there wasn't really a way for me to, like, bridge into those specifically. There might have been a way if I would have foolished Quillbolt Hedgehog instead of foolishing Glow-Up Bulb. Maybe I could have made like a Beret with the Star Lines or a Beredo, and then that could have maybe gotten me a little bit more advantage. Yeah, I just had all plants and just like good spell and traps and no access to the Karakuris or the machines whatsoever. And so the deck sort of fell apart, but we got to see in the first 2 games what this deck is capable of and why there was an argument to play it, because oh boy, when this deck went off, it was amazing. I remember reading in the feature match from Dub K Dad, he was saying how if your opening combo is Lone Fire and Fortress, and like just any machine to pitch off of the Fortress, it might even be Quillbolt, like if you have that too. Like your opening board is like double Beredo, Naturia Beast, something else, and you drew like 3 cards or something like that.
In 2012, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Which by 2012 standards is just nuts. But
I mean, yeah, it's nuts. It's a crazy combo deck, but I think you are absolutely correct. You know, the only games you lose with this deck are the ones where you fail to find your combo, and that's why more successful builds of Karakuri combo were splashing like Geargias. As Gigant X came out, that became a good way to search machines for future turns. E-Tellies were really good. Yeah, as a way to get tuners onto the field without having to commit to a normal summon for like a Lone Fire. And man, people were just trying to jam the plant synchro engine places it didn't belong for years after it was good.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Moto, Tim00x3, Cameron Smith, MBT Play Medolce, Chaotic Meatball Par 2, Pony Stark, Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, I Ship MBT and Cimo, Draconic Rockslide, Phoenix the Immortal, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Liu, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretts, John Two-Based, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Zerius Business, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, MBT caught injecting his Fairy Lily, Hornet TC Gaming, Valen Jackson, thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Orange, you glad I didn't say Alpha Tribute Ben 10, Matthew Brady, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Eater of Crayons, Lubon, Yodabon, Helios 515, the Anti-Big Brain Ben K OTK play, MBT funding the Irish with his Rothschild wealth, that's his Roth IRA, Simping for Simo, Stolfin Amethyst, Nicholas Carpenter, Simo's Harem of Sexy Yugi Tubers, LGMBTQ, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Stella and Zoa Vermilion, Wonder Waffle, James Keen, Skull Servant and the Wandering Doomed are boyfriends. MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon. Dalton, not reading cards makes the game interesting and you know it. The Undertaker versus Simo and MBT. Wait, play the concert video one more time. Cayman CJ, Hunter Reed, Shrugs IX, the Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Dark Echo, Corvain, Jake 1770.